surfaces. That's the way you get him. Travis Head, of course, will want to try and take on Mitchell Starc. We heard Sonny Gavaskar talking about being conservative, but my sense is that he's going to go really hard this evening. He only knows one way in a dogfight, and that is he's going to attack Mitchell Starc. It's going to be fireworks inside those first 6 overs.
We want to see the fireworks as well. The two teams that top the table are the two who are last team standing. Who will be the champion of 2024? Let's find out. Kolkata Knight Riders have restricted the Sunrisers Hyderabad to just 113, 114 is what they need. But stranger things have happened. We know about finals here. It was Gautam Gambhir, the captain. Now it's Share, the captain, 8th captain to win an IPL. And Dre Russ playing, believe it or not, his first ever final for the Knights after all these years of incredulity. Oh, what a moment, Dre. What a moment. How did it feel? KKR have done it before. You have done it this time.
It's a tremendous feeling, to be honest. You know, to be a part of a winning final team.
Complaining about that.
Yeah, well, just talking about that, obviously.
Sunrisers too.
Yes.
He picked Sunrisers. Dre, I got to tell you that. Yeah.
He's in purple. Well,
yeah, the person who dressed me is very confused. Very confused. But you know what I want to say? I want to say well done.
Yeah.
We're obviously great buddies. And to see a friend also who's trained incredibly hard. Like I give him a lot of stick on occasions. I can see him training at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and he likes to have his shirt off, and he likes to do the hard yards. But actually, when it comes down to it, it's a level of commitment that he's showing off to younger players. It's that level of commitment that you need to win a trophy. It's that level of commitment that you need to take big wickets. It's that level of commitment that you need to.
Thank you, guys.
Take in this moment and join your teammates and go get your hands on that trophy, Dre. You can give it back to you. Huge congratulations to Andre Russell. You have really been one of the stalwarts as well. Have a look at this as Andre Russell just leaves our studios here on. Stepped up at the start of the season. He stepped up again when required.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he hasn't bowled with the new ball today, but he has come into the game on a wicket that was not offering that much pace. There was slowness in the pitch, but still, you know, he knew what to bowl. He bowled his outswing as well, and also bowled a lot of cutters, which, you know, we have seen class and get out. So, I mean, they were very, very clear in their minds in terms of what they were supposed to do, and especially Venkatesh Iyer, being so calm under pressure, even in the qualifier one, the way he has batted, and the way he's turning up, and the way he's speaking, or you can see the clarity of mind. I definitely feel he's one for the future and one for the Indian team, and especially, you know, when Indian team does not have ICC trophies in the past decade, there's someone that can handle pressure, needs to be there sooner than later.
The moment that ball came out of Mitchell Starc's hands,
Game over.
It was on a destiny to be the best ball of the IPL. An absolute peach at a time which was so important. We all said when we first stood here about 4 hours ago, 4.5 hours ago, that this tournament was going to be, this match was going to be winning in that power play. Yeah. And with that ball, it just meant that KKR.
I thought when you come to a ground, you think about runs on the board. It must be great to come out there and do well and get 180, get 200. But it's also, there's another school of thought to say there's 11 of us that are going to go and take on those 2 players. And we're going to come out, if there are any nerves, finish off all your nerves while you're together, because you can't really lose the game when you're out there as a collective fielding. And you saw that with KKR, and destiny was in their hand. When you start seeing the ball move as much as that, Mitchell Starc in the last month of the tournament, his speeds, I mean, he was averaging around 136, 137 kilometers per hour for the majority of the season. The last 2 weeks, he's gone above 140, and that's average. He's bowling fast. We never saw him swing the ball for the first 7, maybe even 8 weeks of this tournament. The last few weeks of the tournament, he's got his wrist in a good place, and he started to swing the ball back. When he does that, I mean, you're pushing uphill battles.
These are the moments with your families right there, making those moments, and both sets of teams have their players here. Some of them will maybe go on to be next generation. They're just enjoying their fathers playing in what is a huge final for them. And speaking of big match temperament, Shreyas Iyer now is the 8th captain to win an IPL trophy. He's had a team, or he's handled a team, Raidu, that's had maybe about 4 or more batters plus 300 plus runs, 4 or more bowlers with 10 or 15 plus wickets. So it's been all-round contributions. But you've got to manage that. You've got to make the fielding changes. You've got to be able to contribute with the bat yourself when the time comes.
I think he's been tremendous in terms of leading KKR, and we should give him a lot of credit because he was not in the greatest of forms with the bat, but still the way he has led the team, the way he has used his resources, and especially, it's a great credit to all the young Indians who have played in the KKR team to really stand up with the stalwarts like Narayan, Russell and Stark, and also contribute their share in the team's win. And that's how teams win the IPL, and we have seen over the years, it's not the orange caps that win you the IPL, but it is the contributions, these 300 runs each or 400 runs each in terms of 4 batters or 5 batters. That's what gets you to the finals, and that's where you need that clarity of thought and the composure to play in the finals. And great credit to their support staff in terms of Gautam Gambhir, Abhishek Nair, and even Bharat Arun. All these Indian coaches whom we seem to neglect sometimes the kind of role that they have played in this IPL, and especially using the resources, because they had the same team for the previous 3 seasons. And this is the season where they really got them together, and in terms of confidence or clarity and freedom to really express themselves and play. So great credit to Gautam Gambhir, Shreyas Iyer and all the support staff, and definitely all the players who have supported them as well. I think it's a great moment.
The Indian core, and there's so much of that, and a couple of uncapped players, and that comes down to, of course, Gautam Gambhir. One of the moves to get Sunil Narine in his best form back at the top had Gautam Gambhir written all over it. He's won it as a captain, now he's won it as a mentor. Here is Shah Rukh Khan talking about Gautam.
8 years.
As Kolkata win their 3rd title, that too in Chepauk, when they won it 12 years ago, when in 2012. Yes, Gautam Gambhir was there, but KP, so was Sunil Narine. Sunil Narine, he was MVP back then in the tournament, could very well be the MVP today, but the role and his adaptability with the bat and of course with the ball on his 36th birthday, really, it couldn't be a better day.
It is amazing, it really is amazing what he did, because I was one of the most vocal ones at the start of the tournament saying, I don't like Sunil Narine at the top of the order, just because of how inconsistent he is. He played this evening the way that he's played the most of the time before this IPL at the top of the order. He'll hit a 6th and then he'll get out. And he almost breaks the momentum, but not here and not over the last couple of months. Over the last couple of months, he's got consistent. He's thought like a batter, he's batted like a batter, he's got the runs of a batter, he's averaged more. He's an out-and-out superstar. His ability to have changed his action and to come back and produce the numbers that he has produced is quite something. I mean, he is the heart and soul of this outfit, isn't he?
You mean that outfit?
All I heard in summary was I was wrong.
I was wrong about Sunil Narine. I was wrong. I was. I absolutely.
He's still got 10 more Test wickets.
I love the way you put it out there, though, brother. I mean, that's what we're designed to do as former players. We have to call it as we see it.
Absolutely.
It's as simple as that. But what you'll see about Kevin and all of us is that when we're wrong, we love to see players prove themselves right.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what he's done this IPL. He's been amazing.
Yep.
I mean, he has, as KP said, he has played as a genuine batter. He's thought like a batter, and even in the short time tonight, when you think about it, he got chased a bit early by Pat Cummins and put him out of the stand, but even 1-6 tonight shows that intent, that he's still there and he's still the best player.
Very much someone who can handle pressure, absorb it, and for so many years, that loyalty that the Knights have displayed in him, he has repaid that faith that the Badshah talks about. Sunil Narine. We lost you to the crowd.
Where have you been?
Just supporting your fans up there that are wearing your colour.
No, let's be honest. You're supporting the CSK fans who, have been calling out for you and Rowdy relentlessly to this evening, who, by the way, have all stayed here in huge numbers just to support the cricket. It's okay, haters. You're getting a little slower.
No, it's not okay, man. See, when you're here to do a job, you got to do a job until we say goodnight. You can't just leave. You can't. This is the biggest occasion. This is the biggest stage. You can't just be like this and just swan off and go talk to people. You've got to be professional to the end.
I agree.
No, they were just asking him if Dhoni is going to play another year. He just answered the question.
Yeah, that's right. I was just trying to get amongst the fans, like shake some hands, kiss some babies.
It's not that hot. If you're sweating like this, you know that you've been running back to camera.
Just missed the count. That's the first time I've seen haters just about missed. But sometimes that happens. You have to form a team or build a team around your core of Indian players. And Varun Chakravarti, midway through the season, has repaid that fate and made those adjustments.
Of course, Varun has been phenomenal. He especially brought that leg cutter into the game this season, which he was not bowling before. It was only the slider or the googly. So once that leg cutter or leg spin that started really coming well out of his hand, he has become that much more lethal. And I think his control in terms of execution of the length has become much better this season. So I truly feel he's on a path to becoming a much better bowler from now on. He has the confidence now and he has the experience now. So there are only better times to come for him and as well as KKR and hopefully for the Indian team as well.
I do think that bowling in combinations through the middle with Sunil Narayan as well has been a huge impact and huge bonus as well. Sometimes you need to lean as a partnership. We always talk about it in batting terms and rarely do we talk about it in bowling terms. So having that sort of older guard at the other end to make sure that you're on track, working in partnerships. Sometimes, as we've seen, different spinners have played different roles in this IPL. You look back to Chahal and also Ravichandran Ashwin, who, for the majority of this tournament didn't take wickets, but held a really important role in keeping economy down. So I think in tandem, they've been a bit of a 1-2 punch combination.
Let's have a look at the orange cap because we know that Virat Kohli is up ahead there with, he's scored over 700 runs. His team reached. He has very much pushed that reset button for how we view openers in this format.
Well, exactly right, and we've talked about it now for the last couple of months, ever since that game against the Mumbai Indians, where they did take it to the Mumbai Indians bowl, and they almost changed the way that T20 cricket is going to be played in the future. Now, I'm just about to get run over here by, I think, what's this cam called? Buggy cam. Buggy's all over us at the moment because Shah Rukh's just about to join. But they have changed the way that batting is played. And are we going to see it over the next couple of months in the World Cup? Are we going to see players play that way? Are we going to see batters go out and dominate bowlers? What type of wickets are we going to see? But it is lovely to see Travis Head on there. I think he'd be very disappointed, though, in the qualifiers and the playoffs. He's got 0, 34, 0 in this.
Very well done.
Shah Rukh, well done, my friend. Congratulations.
Correct. He wasn't.
He's congratulating us on our colours.
Shah Rukh, incredible move. Oh, he's happy with it.
You can't tell him who I was supporting.
See, that was my chance.